Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. WWE's Chief Content Officer, Triple H, made a spectacular return to NXT this week. Notably, the game shocked the audience with his presence to kick off the inaugural episode of the developmental brand on the CW network. NXT has promoted the network change for several weeks and announced major title matches to mark the change. Notably, Triple H made his way to the ring right before the commencement of the first match. He shared the ring with the Senior Vice President of Talent Development Creative at NXT and his D-Generation X teammate, Shawn Michaels. The duo said a few words to the crowd before kicking off the NXT Women's Championship match between Julia and Roxanne Perez. Notably, Triple H had also marked his presence a few weeks ago on WWE SmackDown. The King of Kings had walked into the arena to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the Blue brand. Tonight, he did the same in the NXT arena before the fans of Chicago, Illinois. The pro wrestling landscape in WWE has improved across all three brands of the Stamford-based promotion in the Paul Levesque era. It would be interesting to see which new changes the game, HBK, and their creative teams bring to entertain the WWE universe. The wrestling world thrives on surprises, and few figures embody the essence of unpredictability and influence quite like Paul Levesque. Better known to millions of fans as Triple H, over his storied career, Triple H has donned many hats, from the conniving, cerebral assassin in the ring to the visionary architect behind WWE's acclaimed NXT brand. On a night that started like any other for WWE NXT, the unexpected happened, sending shockwaves through the universe of professional wrestling. Triple H made his shocking return to NXT, and in classic Hunter fashion, he left fans buzzing and speculating about the future. WWE NXT had been teasing an earth-shattering announcement for weeks. Fans speculated wildly, ranging from potential superstar debuts to major announcements regarding premium live events. Social media buzzed with theories, but no one could have predicted what was to come. As the show kicked off, a sense of electricity filled the air. The packed NXT arena was alive with chants of NXT, and we want more. The opening matches delivered the signature blend of high-energy athleticism and storytelling that has come to define the brand. But there was an unshakable feeling that something big was brewing. As the second hour began, the arena's lights dimmed and an unfamiliar theme, ominous yet grand, filled the arena. The Titantrum flickered, displaying golden, interlocking gears, a nod to NXT's legacy and the mastermind behind it. Then, the unmistakable opening chords of Motorhead's The Game blared, and the crowd erupted into deafening cheers. Triple H had arrived. Dressed in a sharp leather jacket and jeans, a mix of business and rebellion, Triple H strode confidently to the ring, flanked by an unmistakable aura of dominance. For many fans, seeing him step onto the black and gold stage was like witnessing a homecoming. Grabbing a microphone, Triple H paused as chants of "Welcome back" echoed through the arena. He soaked in the adulation, his steely gaze scanning the crowd, before finally speaking. "It's been a long time," he began, his voice carrying the weight of nostalgia and determination. "NXT is in my blood. It's not just a brand. It's a movement, a family, a proving ground. And tonight, I'm here to make sure that my family is ready for what's coming next." The crowd roared, hanging on his every word. Triple H teased a new era for NXT, hinting at massive changes to come. His speech wasn't just a trip down memory lane. It was a mission statement, a promise that NXT was about to ascend to even greater heights. Triple H's appearance wasn't just ceremonial. The King of Kings wasted no time in asserting his authority, making impactful decisions that immediately shifted the NXT landscape. First, he announced a groundbreaking tournament to crown the next NXT champion, touting it as the most competitive event in the brand's history. Wrestlers from both NXT and WWE's main roster would compete, a move designed to blur the lines between brands and showcase the depth of WWE's talent pool. Then came a moment of pure drama. As Triple H began to leave the ring, the familiar strains of another iconic theme, this time belonging to his old nemesis, Shawn Michaels, rang out. Michaels, the current figurehead of NXT, confronted Triple H in the ring. The tension between the two was palpable, a mix of respect and competitive rivalry. "You built this house, Hunter," Michaels said. "But I've been the one keeping the lights on. Are you sure you're ready to take the reins back?" The exchange was intense but respectful, setting the stage for a potential power struggle. The crowd could hardly contain themselves as the two legends shook hands, the moment dripping with both camaraderie and the potential for future conflict. Backstage, the ripple effects of Triple H's return were immediate. The locker room was abuzz with speculation, and interviews with NXT superstars painted a picture of excitement mixed with apprehension, confidently viewing Triple H's return as an opportunity to prove themselves on an even bigger stage. Meanwhile, veterans like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, both instrumental in NXT's golden era, hinted at returning to the brand to be part of this new chapter. Even rising stars like Bron Breakker and Wesley couldn't hide their enthusiasm. Triple H coming back means one thing: competition, Breakker said in a post-show interview. "And I live for competition." As expected, social media erupted in the wake of Triple H's return. Hashtags like #TripleReturns and #NXTNeuro trended worldwide within minutes. Fans, wrestlers, and even industry insiders shared their thoughts, ranging from excitement to curiosity about what this meant for WWE's broader landscape. Some speculated that Triple H's return to NXT was part of a larger strategy to counter growing competition from rival promotions. Others theorized that his presence signaled a renewed focus on developing homegrown talent, a hallmark of his original vision for NXT. To truly appreciate the gravity of Triple H's return, one must understand his history with the brand. When NXT began as a developmental territory, few could have predicted it would evolve into a global phenomenon. Under Triple H's leadership, NXT became a hub for cutting-edge wrestling, blending world-class in-ring action with compelling storytelling. It was Triple H who recruited international stars like Finn Balor, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Asuka, giving them a platform to shine. He championed women's wrestling, spearheading the women's evolution alongside talents like Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. NXT takeover events became must-see spectacles, often overshadowing WWE's main roster shows. Triple H's passion for the brand was evident in every detail, from the meticulously crafted storylines to the iconic black and gold aesthetic. With Triple H back in the mix, the future of NXT feels brighter and more unpredictable than ever. The brand has undergone several transformations in recent years, including a controversial rebranding to NXT 2.0, which introduced a more colorful, youth-focused aesthetic. While the experiment had its moments, many fans longed for the gritty, rebellious spirit of the original NXT. Triple H's return may signal a return to those roots, but with a modern twist. The hinted cross-brand tournament and emphasis on main roster integration suggest a bold new direction, one that aims to elevate NXT to unprecedented heights. Triple H's shocking return to WWE NXT was more than just a nostalgic moment. It was a declaration of intent. The King of Kings has always thrived on reinvention, and his presence guarantees that the brand he helped build will continue to evolve. For fans, the return of Triple H represents hope. Hope for more compelling storylines, unforgettable matches, and the kind of wrestling magic that only NXT can deliver. For the talent, it's a challenge to rise to the occasion and prove themselves worthy of standing on the black and gold stage. As the night ended and fans spilled out of the arena, one thing was clear. The game was back, and he was ready to play. NXT will never be the same.